Right then, ladies and gents, so we go with the last little bit of the show now, and it is, of course, who shall we laugh at this week? And we've got an absolute belter for you this week, ladies and gents. An absolute belter. We've had a tweet from Andrew M, and that's at Swampo on Twitter. He's tweeted us in with this one, and it's about a certain little penalty played over there in Australia. The match is Brisbane versus Perth, and it is the A-League final. I believe, if I'm thinking right, they have a final for the league at the end of the year. Is that correct, chaps?
Yeah, they have a playoff system, and then they have a big grand final, which works quite well when you've only got about 20 teams in the entire country.
Yeah, of course. And coming towards the end of the game, of course, we will put this video up on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page for you to see for yourself. It is very hilarious. And like I say, we're coming towards the end of the game. The score is tied at 1-1. 94 minutes gone. Of course, it's about to go through its time, and there's a penalty given. Eddie, would you like to describe the penalty?
Well, if we talked about Mark Beaver's penalty on Saturday being an absolute stonewall penalty, this is almost the exact opposite of that in every possible way. To be fair, the striker, this Berisha, he manages to persistence-wise, get past two or three men. He profits from a bit of a bobble, and he's there. He's got the goal at his mercy. He's ready to take the shot, and he just completely air shots it. Spins around about 180 degrees, falls over, and he's flat on his face. And amazingly, the ref then gives the penalty.
Absolutely unbelievable, Jab. Absolutely. I mean, we've all done it, boy. We've all gone to kick a ball, and the ball's moved, and our legs gone up in the air, and we've all ended up on the bottom. But not in a game of such magnitude. Absolutely fantastic. So the question is, who are we going to laugh at? Are we going to laugh at the referee for giving it, or are we going to have to laugh at the player for the act?
If you haven't seen that video and somebody described it to you, every single Wednesday fan would say, JJ. Right, because
yeah, true.
Everything about that incident, at no point is he in full control of the ball, and then when he finally gets through past them and he's got the goal at his mercy, he does an air shot, and to me that is just JJ. The fact
but
that
how come we never get given a penalty?
Well, that's it. That's the only difference. We never ever get a penalty.
So then, ladies and gents, absolutely incredible scenes there on that penalty decision. But the question is, chaps, who are we going to laugh at this week? Will it be the referee for giving the decision or the player for the air shot? Eddie, what do you think?
I tell you what, I've not seen an air shot as impressive as that in many years. The fact that not only did he manage to miss the ball completely, but he also managed to twist his body through. Like, it was a full 360-degree, salto. It's something more like the Winter Olympics skating or something. So that gave me a chuckle. But, to be honest, I think I'm going to laugh at the governing authorities of Australian football, because that's their showpiece match, isn't it? That's the end of the season, the culmination, and what's gone around the world has been one of the most horrendous refereeing decisions ever seen.
Unbelievable. Beastie, who will you be laughing at your end?
Well, I can't believe that Eddie's never seen that sort of thing before, because as a Wednesday fan, we see that pretty much week in, week out. The lack of control, the falling over the ball, the leaving it behind, the air shot, that, to me, is just pure JJ.
We don't see that level of athleticism, though, from Wednesday players usually. Embarrassing, yes. Shocking, yes. Falling over, yes. But combining all of those three with that sort of amazing twist, that's something new.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the scores to go up at the end as he fell over. I was looking at a 6.6 myself for that. That was a belting fall.
So then, ladies and gents, I believe, chaps, it's just a case of a great big laugh at the whole thing in general then. So if you'd be so kind as to join me, and we shall laugh at the Australian Grand Final penalty decision. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Australia.
The ball into the middle lane for Hurst. Head! Absolutely brilliant. And David Hurst maintains his impressive scoring form here at Hillsborough.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that's us coming to the end of the show for this week. Thank you ever so much for joining us. And of course, if you'd like to contact us out there in the big wide world, you can get us on Twitter, and that's at TWWcast. That's TWWCAST. Please do send us your views on the Owls, your views on the players, and do keep them family friendly, of course. Well, obviously, Beastie hasn't been keeping things family friendly this week, but please do send. Of course, you can also email us, and that's at twwpodcast@gmail.com. So you can send us your chants and everything into there. And Eddie, where can people get hold of you?
Yeah, well, I'm on Twitter, at Sausage Arms, that's my name. Or you can contact me through Wednesdayite, and just follow your nose from Wednesdayite.com.
And of course, I don't know if you chaps have been following. I'm sure you are following Wednesday Nights over there on Twitter, but we've been following the saga of the Bluebell Wood bike ride from the few of the Wednesday Night directors and members, and of course, very own Wednesday legend, Mr. David Hurst. It's been a fantastic job by those chaps.
Yeah, I tell you what, those boys have really suffered. Saturday night and Sunday in particular, it was grim, really rainy, really hard riding, and I think spirits were battered a couple of times, but they picked themselves up, they kept on going, and they arrived about 4:30 on Tuesday afternoon at Bluebell Wood. As we speak, the charity ticker is up above £3,500. They're trying to get up to 5,000, so there's a lot of you coming to the match, I'm sure, on Saturday. So get down to the Wednesdayite car park or to the Wednesdayite lounge, and we'll have buckets there. So make yourselves known and donate to a fantastic local cause.
Absolutely wonderful. Of course, we will put that link up on our Facebook page as well, and of course, you can get over there at Wednesdayite. I did actually tweet out a little, of course, with Wednesday legend David Hurst being involved. I tweeted out a little Hursty song. It went David Hurst, David Hurst. David Hurst, the Robin Hood of Bluebell Wood, David Hurst, which was wonderful. It got a nice little retweet off Wednesday night, and people seemed to enjoy it. And then I sent out another little one for Hursty, which said, David Hurst, David Hurst, that poor bike got such a fright, David Hurst. Needless to say, that one didn't get a retweet from Wednesday night. Obviously not. Not very impressed with my Mickey taking over our legend. Anyway, and of course, at Beastie, where can people get hold of you?
Well, you can get hold of me on Twitter, which is @Beastie_, or you can get hold of me through the Owls Alive website, owlsalive.com. Send me an email through there, and I'll reply to anybody.
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I must say, Beastie, as well, for those of you that don't know, ladies and gents, Beastie does the a match day report of either Beastie or one of the other chaps, but it's usually you. Am I correct in saying, Beastie?
It is usually me, yeah.
Yes, and called The Rambles. Do get over there and give them a read. Of course, we've all read match reports before. These aren't exactly your usual match reports. I shall leave you to discover them for yourself, but they are a wonderful read. Absolutely marvellous. Beastie, have you got anything going on over there at Owls Alive just at the moment?
Well, this weekend, just before the big match in the afternoon, over at Sheffield in the morning, we've got a football match between Owls Alive and Owls Online. And there's always been a pretty good rivalry between the two message boards. We get on really, really well. It's a good, friendly rivalry. And we've played a football match between the two sides for quite a few years now. But last year, we decided to make it on behalf of the Multiple Choice charity, so that we could all pay our respects to one of the posters who posts on both boards, Bradders, Tim, who lost his son a year ago. So if anybody would like to make a donation to Multiple Choice on behalf of those two message boards, then all the details will be on the website. Absolutely marvellous, old boy. Of course, we will also put those links up on our Facebook page, but do pop over there to Owls Alive. And a wonderful cause, Beastie. Absolutely wonderful. Of course, ladies and gents, we shall crack on. Of course, Craig had to leave us rather early, so if you would like to get hold of our news hound, Craig, you can get him over at Twitter at CraigSWFC, and of course, Mr. Fudge. And we've actually had another message from Mr. Fudge. Let's have a look here, boys. He says, oh yeah, baby, come get some of that hot fudge sauce. Oh, dear.
I think that may have been misguided, that one.
Oh, well, I thought he was taking us all out for ice cream. Thanks ever so much, Fudge. I appreciate the offer. I think I'll decline. But no, of course, if you want to get hold of Fudge, you can get on Twitter, and that's at Fudge and Dave. And if you want to get hold of me, ladies and gents, you can get hold of me at Twitter as well, at Lord H. That's L0RD_H. And you can follow my match day nonsense and other general twitterings to do. So all that remains is for us to thank you again, ladies and gents, for joining us. Of course, we are now on iTunes. We've been lucky enough. Eddie's done a wonderful job of getting us up there on iTunes. So we will be up there. So please do subscribe to us. And if you would be so kind as to give us a 5-star rating, and if you could spare the time to pop a few words down there, all that does go very well for us, popping up the iTunes charts. And of course, the more Wednesday nights we can get listening to this, the better. We can get everybody's views in and we'll make this into a cracking little show. So, ladies and gents, thanks ever so much, Eddie, old boy.
Thank you very much, Lord, and enjoy what hopefully should be a wonderful day on Saturday. I cannot wait.
Yeah, absolutely. And Beastie, thank you ever so much for joining us, old man.
You're welcome, Lord H. I've enjoyed every minute of it. The butterflies are already flapping.
And I say thank you from me, ladies and gents. And Jeeves has got us all stocked up on squeaky bum cream just in case. So if you do need a lathering, do pop over, and I shall be in the North Stand. Thank you ever so much, ladies and gents, and we shall see you next week.
Chance here.